2 years ago, we started our craziest project yet. We built this 2-story garage studio from the ground up with zero new construction experience. We paid cash for the materials and took our time along the way to get all the little details exactly right. But that was only the beginning, gang. Now it's time for the main event. It's time to build the actual house. It's going to be much bigger and much harder to build, especially with just 3 guys. And this time we have $300,000 and 365 days to build that 3,100 square foot dream home. Let's get started. What's up, guys? Paul with Studpack. Welcome back to the channel. In our previous 2 videos, you saw us have a 35-ton crane right here and lift all the trusses into place in 2 days. So we basically have a house, right? And it looks awesome. You can really see the shape it's going to be and the concept behind all our designs. It looks awesome. We're so excited. So our next step is to put the roof on, the sheathing, and get dried in. But before we can do that, we have a little bit more framing to do. In the previous video, we straightened out that wall way up there where Rad is. He's already hard at work taking off those LVLs. Look at him by himself. He's not waiting on us. So we're going to put the zip on that wall, and then we're going to start working our way around the building. We got to finish the zip all the way to the top of the rafter tails, to the top of the trusses, do some blocking, and we're going to put up our subfascia. We're going to set up the scaffold, do all that, move it down, keep working all the way around the building till it's all done, and we're ready for sheathing. Let's get to work. All right, guys, it is 1 minute into the video, but in reality, here at the job site, it is 5 hours later. So here's what we did. We decided, since this is kind of a new process for us, we're going to do this side, get our routine figured out, and then we're going to come back and show you what we're doing. So we're not wasting your time. So we started over there, 3 sections of scaffold wide all the way up, and we did our first section of subfascia. And this is going so much faster than the garage build. Remember, we monopoly framed it and applied the fascias and softened everything else after the fact. And this is way stronger, in our opinion, what we're doing here on the house. So I kind of figured that it's going to take us 1 day per side, and we're almost done. So we're right on track. But check this setup out. Our pile of sienna zip, our 1/2-inch zip for the roof is in our way. So we built 1 tower there, 1 tower there, and then we keep finding ways to use the LVL beam we took down, right? We use it to straighten out the wall, and now Rad's using it as a walk plank way up there. So he's got the final piece of zip. I already cut it for him, and then he held it up against the rafter tails, and he lowered it down on the rope right here. And then what I do, I come down here, where's his marks? Right here, here, and here, and I make those notches and send it back up, and they nail it off and tape it. Let's go ahead and cut these notches, send this back up, and finish our last piece of subfascia. And our goal is to actually get this one done also right here on this lower porch. So in the morning, we can start on the front gable end. It's gonna look sick.
All right, guys, so we're doing a little modified version of the monopoly framing that we did on the garage. If you remember this build, we went up and there with the sheathing, and then we taped this section right here, and we enclosed the entire garage, put the soffits on later, just like Rad said. But on this one, we're doing something a little different. The rafters are now coming out because they're part of the trusses, which is much stronger and a lot faster. And in order to get our monopoly framing detail, we are notching our zip around our trusses. And then once we put our soffit in, we're gonna come through and seal all of this. And then this, imagine a sheet of sheathing is here. So we're gonna come underneath and then put a bead of sealant right in that joint. So the green zip and the sienna zip will be connected and it'll be sealed. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So we got this piece up. We got our subfascia cut. Nail it on, boy.
Look how nice that looks over there.
Dude. Yeah, buddy. I mean, that's money.
Dude, that's pretty much a side done.
That's pretty much it. We'll hop down and do that side right now, but we can do that off the first level scaffold easy.
Dope. That's so much better than doing all those rafter tails by themselves.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
We learned a hard lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly suggest that to everybody.
Yeah, it was a pain, but remember, we got a .66 on our blower door, so we'll see how well we do in the house. I'm confident.
Me too. That's how we're looking, guys. Pretty good. I mean, it's flat. It's dead flat. A little wavy up and down because of the trusses, but when we put our fascia on, our actual trim material, we'll pull it with a string line and make sure it's dead flat. This is money.
Man, look at this rig. You can tell that boy spent a lot of times camping in the mountain.
What do you mean? That was my idea.
All right, guys, check that out. The subfascia on this side of the building looks absolutely amazing, and I really love this little roof return detail right here, starting to look like a roof. The fascia detail and the soffit detail on this building is not going to be the same as the garage. Now, I would never say I wouldn't do it this way again, but I'm going to say it. I would never do it that way again. We angled the soffit over here on this end. See how that angle of the roof just continues over here? And we had to angle all of our eave material, and that was a pain. You can't get a nail gun up in there to nail the trim on the building or even the finished material on the bottom of the eave.
It sucked.
Yeah, and then we had to make an angled dado in the fascia board because we didn't want to rely on a bead of caulk right there where it came together. So we angled a dado in there, and that was tough too. So we're going to go flat here with our soffit material, not angled. It's going to help in a lot of ways. It's going to go faster because we're not dealing with all those angles. And it's really going to help with the lighting details that Jordan has in mind for here. And we might even come back later and add that detail to the garage. It's not that much, that way both buildings match. And there's a few things we're already learning about the garage that Jordan wants to change. For instance, these windows face south, full sun all day long, so might be a good excuse for me to buy a welder and make our own awnings up there. Jordan, what do you think?
I love that. I think awnings would look really good up there.
And they would really help. So now that we're done with the subfascia on this side of the house, let's move clockwise and do the front. All right, guys, we're going to start working on this front gable end, but first thing, we got to get it plumb. We had it braced, but now we got to get it like perfectly plumb. So Rad's inside. I got it screwed up here with a GRK. I got my foot against the level, right there. All right, Rad, I'm going to push to you. All right, you ready? When I say go, go. A little more. That's perfect. All right, we'll do one over here to my right, one over here to my left. We're ready for the next step. All right, guys, we got the gable end truss braced, and it is plumb, but if you look, it's got kind of a curve to it, and I'm really not happy with it. So we were trying to figure out a way, how do we get the curve out of that one? And do we come back to this one, and this truss, and tie them all together with a rat run or braces? But every time you move one truss, the next one moves. So then we thought, well, let's just have a rat run go all the way back to the structure, either on top of the trusses or under the trusses. So that'd be a lot of scrambling around for Rad. So then we thought, well, if we're going to do all that work, why don't we just come over here and start sheathing? We could literally throw a piece up right now on layout, put our trusses on layout and nail them, and this is going to hold them way better than any brace, any rat run. So that's what we're going to do. But before we do all that, there's one little piece of wood we got to put in here. We're going to put a 2x4 right here on the zip. It's going to act like a little rafter, right? It's going to go all the way up and be in plane with these. So we secure that 2x4 to our building, and then when our zip gets nailed to that 2x4 and to all these on layout, everything's locked together onto the building and nothing will move. So Rad's already hopped up there. He's marked a line, what, Rad, 4 1/4 or 4? So we're going to pop a line 4 feet up from this side of our subfascia, start running some sienna, zip. Let's get going. Nope, top, Rad, top. No, you got to put it on top.
Got it.
And can you get, that's good.
And the bottom.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
And now we're going to fasten a 2x4 to the structure on the bottom side of that line. Yep.
Money.
All right, here we go. Rad's got a couple of nails in his chalk line. First piece of roof sheathing. So if you're not familiar with the sienna is a full 1/2 inch thick. And it also comes in 5/8. You see the green? It's 7/16.
Roof, roof,
Roof, roof, roof.
Sound like a dog.
The old knee trick, and then,
That's my dog.
all right, you got it?
Got it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo.
Nice, Rad. All right, guys, so they're pulling layout each one, referencing this first truss, which is pretty good, and that's their reference, and then they're adjusting it. Pulling it to a 2 foot on center mark, and once he pulls it, he shoots it, and then Dad gets his good, shoots the top, and then connects it. And you can really tell right there
Yeah.
That's why this is important, because now we're not on our truss.
All right, we got this.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Happy?
All right, 57, right?
57.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Slide
buddy.
down the nail.
Who cut that?
Nice, bud. Got it.
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is, guys. Our first 6 sheets of zip, baby. And we got a little bit of a way to go, but we're gonna get there. So the plan this morning was to start on the gable end up here where we set up all the scaffold and zip the front and kind of work our way back. But we realized it would be a lot easier if we started over here, started with something that was not gonna move, something that was square and plumb like our building, and worked out that way. So that is what we're gonna do. So we got these 6 sheets of zip up there. They're tied into the building, and man, the trusses are straight dead on layout. So we're actually gonna stop here and go do the same thing on the other side, but there's something we gotta do first. Let's go check it out. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing on this side, but we don't have our subfascia up yet, and we can't put that up until we put our zip up. So we set up 3 sections of scaffolding. Rad's getting all dialed in. So we're gonna finish this zip right here at the top of the windows under our eave. Then we can cut these rafter tails, put on our subfascia. So we're gonna zip this real quick, put our subfascia on, and then put our sheathing on this side of the roof, just like the other side. And now those trusses can't move, and we can comfortably work on the front, knowing the rest of the roof is solid and cannot move.
Well, that's the plan.
That's the plan. Let's pull it off.
Nice, bro.
Ready for subfascia.
What's up, guys? You know, over here at Stud Pack, we've been using AG1 for a long time. That's why we're really excited to tell you about a brand new product they have. It's called AGZ. It's a nighttime drink designed to support restful and restorative sleep. And AGZ has clinically studied ingredients, and it supports the 3 stages of rest. The winding down part, of course, the sleeping part, and even the waking up part. And AGZ does not contain melatonin, which can make you groggy when you wake up. And here are the key research-backed ingredients that they put in AGZ. And just like AG1, there are no added sugars, and it is free of GMOs, gluten, dairy, eggs, peanuts, and animal byproducts. And check out all the awesome flavors AGZ comes in: mixed berry, chocolate, and chocolate mint. And it even comes with this awesome USB rechargeable frother. And my favorite flavor is the chocolate mint. I just mix it with 6 to 8 ounces of warm water or milk before I go to bed, and I really feel rejuvenated in the morning. So if you're ready to optimize your nightly rest, check out AGZ. We're gonna leave a link below in the description, or you can use this QR code right here. Thanks so much to AG1 for sponsoring our video. We really love your products. Now let's get back to work. All right, we got the rafter tails cut. And so the plan today was to frame the section of roof that we got to hand frame, right? There's 2 sections we got to actually get up there and put rafters in between some of the trusses, put on the subfascia, and sheathe this side of the first story. But last night after we finished working, we started thinking, you know what? Rad is going on a 3-week vacation with his dad and his brother to Europe in 1 week. It's going to be absolutely awesome for that family, but that means we don't have Rad. So what does it make sense for Jordan, Rad, and I to do now in the next week while we have Rad? Well, it makes sense to put the sheathing on the high roof. Jordan and I can get some buds and knock out this low roof right here and all that, but up there, you need some really good friends for that. So we're gonna use Rad and do that. Our goal today is to get as much of the east side of the roof sheathed as we can. It's all ready to go as we showed you before. Rad's already up there waiting to get to work. Let's go check it out. You ready, bud?
Let's do it.
Here's the rope.
Hi, gang, we're up here. We got the old C-clamp method. This is what we did up for the garage here. So Rad's just gonna pull it up. Yeah, you. Kind of standing on the top plates here. Big concrete drop. Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, All right, guys, first sheet is up. We're on layout. Not a fun filming situation up here, but seeing a sheet of zip up here is awesome.
First sheet.
Let's go. Nice job, dude.
Wait.
And so Dad's down there actually marking our 2-foot layout because we were pulling the tape up here, but it's just too much. So Dad's gonna help us out down there. Nice, man.
All right, dude, I gotta take like 5 minutes in the shade.
Yeah, let's go take a little break.
All right.
We're roasting.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys, if you look up, you can see that the sun is being blocked by 5 sheets of sheathing. Big progress. Now, it took about an hour, but if we can do 1 sheet every 10 minutes, I am really happy with that because it's really high up there and it's really hot for Jordan and Rad on the other side. So our goal right now, we just took a little break. We're gonna continue those 2 rows all the way to the front. Now the boys are working off the 2x6 top plate and they're surrounded by wood, so they're not gonna be tied off just yet. We're gonna see how they feel as we go higher and higher because I did bring the harnesses. Let's get those next 2 rows done.
Jordan, how's my left side lining up?
Dude, it's money on the bottom. We're gonna have to pull the top though. That's no problem.
Oh, quite a bit.
Yeah, you got that though.
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's the mark that Dad's making us right there. You guys see it? Those little rectangles, making it so much easier for us to get it on layout up here. And then Rad's just gonna use his foot, and I'm gonna be his eyes. Back. That's good.
Right there?
Yep. Perfect, bro.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, Dad.
We ain't getting no leaks on this one, brother.
Yeah. Beast. Nice, dude.
Like butter.
W Builder's first source for trusses that are in plane.
Boom.
Oh my gosh,
I
dude.
really wanted to walk this for a while.
Oh.
Woo!
I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the video.
Really?
Yeah, comments are gonna. Guys, we know he's not. That's just Rad, okay? He's taking out the 2x4s at the top. Those are the 2x4s that we use to rig the crane to, so we could lift them as one piece. But now they're preventing us from getting our sheets on layout. So we need to remove them so that the trusses are free. Oh.
Headache! It does have a nail in it, so we gotta go get that.
Woo, all right, guys, 2:30 on a Friday afternoon, end of the week. We've been working hard. It's 97 degrees mid-September in Texas. How do we keep going? We actually have a secret weapon here on the job site to keep us cool and hydrated and pleasant with each other. And
don't tell them about the FG!
we have to tell them. We can't be selfish, man. All right, guys, FG, what the heck is that? Some of you have been on these for a while, but a lot of you don't know about them because we didn't know about them until recently. Open the freezer door.
FG.
Frozen red grapes. The green ones are okay, but the red ones go pretty hard. Now there's 2 more bags down there ready to go.
Always got the FG ready.
Because we go through a bag a day between the 3 of us or 4 of us. And we love them. We eat them like candy around here.
Nice.
Hey, Step Pack, how do you guys get along so well together?
Because of
Frozen grapes.
How do y'all stay so fit? Frozen grapes.
Probably frozen grapes. Paul, pass me one.
Coming in hot. Yeah.
All right, guys, back up on the roof, and we want to keep moving forward. We actually want to move forward with this sheet, because if we put this guy on, we can do way more today. So what we have to do is we have to scab on a piece, because this is our drop top detail. So up there on our gable end, we need our drop top detail for our overhang, because that's exterior right there from the top down on the other side. But they just dropped the top all the way down here, which is fine. But if Brad, take this away real quick, bro. So you can see there's nowhere for the sheathing to hit. So we have to kind of come up with a solution. So Dad just rigged this thing up. 2 2x4 screwed together, slide it down, screw it into the truss, and we're gonna be planer. It's gonna be great.
And it's drop top because we need the drop top over on this wall. But we don't need it here because this bumps out.
Right. I'm pretty sure I just said that, but.
I don't think you did. You're too worried about the frozen grapes.
Do you guys?
No, I'm trying to figure out who's making all that noise over there. That was sick.
Somebody get these guys some frozen grapes, dude.
Boom.
Oh, jinxed.
Jinx, dude. You owe me a frozen grape.
Cool.
Hammer grill.
How about 5?
Sure.
It was on video, right?
Ready?
Yeah, we're good. All right, let's get it. You're clear.
Okay. All right, got it.
All right. All right, dude. So. Okay, I got it.
Got it?
Yep.
All right, ready?
Yep. Oh my God. Okay, got it. I'm
Good.
hooked up on that lip right there.
All right. Nice. Woo!
Film the sketchiest one.
All right. Here we go. All the way. Nice and smooth.
Look at him go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice.
All right, we need to measure that.
Okay.
Just from that block, from that lip, as far as you can. You ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you in a sec. Give it a span.
All right, far we can go is, guess.
79.
Close. 79 and 3/8.
All right, guys, Rad's up there, and he's actually putting in these blocks here. You see that fresh 2x scabbed onto the side? Yep. Because, unfortunately, we're not on layout when we get that high up. It was really hard to line the trusses up when we were flying them, or I assume it was. I was just down here holding the camera. But it was probably really hard to get the top exactly aligned with the bottom, and so all of this sheathing is perfectly on layout, but the top is just kicked out enough to where we're not able to move it because it's secured to the beam and to the to the row below it. So we just scabbing a block on. It's an easy fix, easy solution.
Only 3 blocks?
Only 3. No big deal.
No biggie.
Nice, dude.
We're ready.
All right, last bird of the day. How do you feel, Dad?
Last bird, huh?
Yep.
This bird's done. This bird's well done.
Dude, you got a full body workout. 5 hours carrying full sheets up the stairs. You are a beast, man.
It wasn't too bad,
Okay.
you know?
Well, let me know how you feel tonight and tomorrow.
Well, we do have the other side to do. But not today.
The measurement's gonna be 81 3/4, and the taper is gonna go from 20 to 19 and a half. Nice catch. Woo! Nice. Ah. You know, sometimes, guys, that just be happening. That's all gonna be taped, so it's no biggie. All right, that's pretty much half the roof done. With 3 guys, 1 day, not bad, not bad.
All right, guys, we made great progress yesterday with our sheathing on the roof, and we stopped right here, just over the master bathroom window. And our goal today is to wrap around the corner and do this gable end. But before we can continue, we had to put some blocking on top of the gable end up there to handle the lookout. So Rad's got one right there. Show him how it works, bud. So remember, the truss, the gable end truss over here, is a drop down truss. It's dropped down 3.5 inches lower than all the other ones in the roof to accommodate our lookout. So it'll nail right to the edge of that one right there, boom, and then into our blocks right there. So we spaced the blocks to line up with our joints and the panels, hopefully to make it a little stronger. And now we're ready. You'll notice this first pocket is kind of big, but this is a factory truss right here. And our seam landed like right there. So we just made a triple pack right here. That way it'll support the seam on this sheet and the seam on that sheet. So now we're ready to pivot to the outside. Then we're gonna zip it, get our router, just like we did on that big gable end wall. And we're gonna route all those little pockets that we can put in our lookouts, put on our subfascia, and put on our sheathing. That's the goal today. Let's get going. All right, guys, got our blocks in for our lookouts. Now we're gonna zip this side of that gable end. So we've actually done something we've never done before. We built our own homemade scaffolding up there. It's something we see done a lot around here on these production homes, but nowhere near as nice as what we've done. And of course, we even reused those old beams that were undersized that we replaced in the back of the house. So Rad's up there already. We got the zip cut. You ready, bud?
Let's do it.
How's it feel?
It feels really good.
Yeah, and then just so you guys feel a little safer, we did screw those beams to that 2x8 that is structural screwed to the jack and the king on that window. We got this little brace here. It's really strong. I think Rad's in his element. Let's pass him some zip.
Framing nails up here. Sorry.
I'm coming over.
Yeah, for some reason this one. You have your tape on you? All right, can you put those in?
No, I'm throwing these away. Dude, that is crazy, guys.
I really like them.
Are you being serious? All right.
It's a good place.
What'd you say?
Good place for them to be rested.
All right.
Mark there?
Mark where?
Measure that. Working hard. Right, that's it. How's that look?
Looks great. I got a great view. Nice cut, brother. All right, guys, so we have all of our lookouts on. As you can see, it looks kind of like a ladder up and down our gable here. And we popped our line. We're cutting them, subfascia, and then we can finish all of the rest of this sheathing right here, which is really exciting. That's the goal by the end of the day, to have this sheathing up.
I know I'm gonna get a weird tan, but my shirt was disgusting, so I took it off.
A weird tan because of why, your belt?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna look like a kind of creepy fisherman. A what?
Carpenter's tan.
Carpenter's tan. I like that.
Oh, bro. It was perfect. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm letting go.
Okay.
And then I got to get you it right in the middle.
Well, can't I just go to there? Right, the tippy top should be right there.
No, it's right here.
Because this one has to drop. So the bottom of this one.
Got it.
What?
The bottom of this is going to be it,
Got it.
right?
Yep, so make a pencil mark right there on the first one you put up, all the way across.
First one you put up all the way across.
Yep.
Go at the angle, bro. Yeah, make that. Yep, that's your mark. Go up against the wood, though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the mark?
Yeah.
I thought we have to go straight down there because they're going to be like that.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
The bottom of the 2x4. Subfascia.
Yeah, we have to go straight up and down from there.
Yeah. So I just
Yep.
need a. I just need
Huh?
to.
Let's make that mark.
I already made a mark.
Okay, all the way across.
All the way across. What is he talking about?
I don't know. What do you mean,
What are
Dad?
you talking about? Because it needs to go straight down, right?
So you overlap like this.
Yes.
Make a mark right here.
Underneath. Oh.
Yep, underneath.
Okay.
You want this one to overlap it.
Nope.
They're gonna.
They're gonna butt like that.
Yeah,
Then that means it needs to go straight down.
yeah, we hear what you're saying, but it's not how you are imagining it.
Because Jordan thought the same thing.
Yep, so I did. We got it. We got it.
All right, Jordan, go ahead and grab it, and I'll get the
Okay.
speed square. Oh, can you grab it actually?
I can.
So
And then
now you need the level.
the level. Yep. To go straight down.
Go straight down.
All right, then pass me a torpedo.
Actually, I don't have it.
Hold her tight, boy. Woo! Nice cut, bro.
Thanks. Does it look like it's gonna make it?
It does.
Okay, good.
It looks freaking awesome.
It's super hard to tell from my angle.
No, you crushed it, dude. Circular saw window. Oh, framing nails?
Top of the hammer. I'm talking about the.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to use these crappy nails. It's all right.
Pretty tight.
Pin that miter and then.
I racked it, and those just fell out because they're rusty. So let's get some good ones.
All right, our outlooks are done. Our subfascia is on, at least right here on this little gable above the master closet. And so we're gonna go ahead and sheath it now while we're up here, while we have the scaffold. Now, originally we kind of thought we're gonna go all the way around the building, put on all the subfascia, and then come back and sheath it. But one thing we learned was, how do I say this? We got it dialed in, right? That piece of fascia right there on that gable end, it's perfectly straight. So we want to sheath it right now and lock it all together before the Texas sun and the rain hit it and beat it, start to warp it and make it unperfect.
Right.
So we're going to sheath it and lock it in now. And then this side is going to be 100% done. We're going to hop down here and do the little corner piece right here. And then the other side's all ready for us.
Yeah, for our crew, we've learned 3 guys, and we're not the fastest. So when we spend all day getting something plumb and perfect, we got to lock it in. If we leave it alone, we'll come back 2 weeks later and it'll be unperfect.
Of course.
And that's happened to us.
It has.
So we just kind of lock everything in while it's fresh.
Yep. And it's fresh, so let's lock it. All right, guys, one thing we're doing here to make it safer for the crew on the roof, Brad and Jordan, we're blowing all the sawdust off of these sheets in case there's any on here. And there's a lot on here because this is under where we were just working. And it makes it pretty slippery, so I'm just taking time down here on the ground to clean them off. Got my Milwaukee blower. And this isn't just a blower, not sponsored, but this is like a head motor, right? The head unit. And then you get like 14 attachments.
Really?
Pole saw, hedge trimmer, string trimmer, cultivator. Oh, check them out. This is pretty cool. Lots of power too. Guys, we are back at it on Monday. So we have a big week ahead of us, so I wanted to get organized. So I don't know if you saw in some of the earlier videos, but this was a disaster right here. Our tools were spread all the way out here to where Jordan parks his car. Couldn't even walk, couldn't find anything, didn't know what we had. So I got in here yesterday with my youngest son. We built these shelves. You've seen us do those before, and I've got everything organized. Absolutely love it. So battery charger, spare blades, radio for tunes where we're not recording so we don't get copyrighted, all our batteries, nails, fasteners, zip tape, Lexel, all the way down. And one of my favorite features, I got a spot to hang all of our belts. No more throwing them on the ground. Now that we're organized, let's get to work. So our goal today is to get our first row of sheathing done on our roof, or the last row, depending on how you look at it. It's the row right here that goes by our subfascia. So we want to get it lifted, put it up there, nail it down, and we want to zip tape and roll this whole side of the house. But we got to get the scaffolding up. Let's get our levels and build some scaffold.
Yep.
All right, dude, you ready?
Let's do it, dude.
Let's go.
Stoked to finish this side.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
W rad.
That looks good.
Looks really good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what? Just have to tape it. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, I always had one hand on something really sturdy. Okay. Check out these boots, Jordan. Like, they feel so comfortable.
Okay.
No matter what position you're in.
So you have full confidence in those boots is what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
And my bounce.
And your balance.
Yeah.
You got to have good boots and good balance.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Well, I don't have either of those things. So,
If you do.
yeah, you're right. All right.
All right, we got this row of sheathing up here. It's really easy when you got Rad on the roof. He's actually up there zip taping, so Jordan and I are gonna work underneath on some air sealing details. So there are a lot of ways to detail this wall into the roof. So we have an airtight barrier right here, not just for air sealing, but also bugs, right? That can be a bug highway. And if you saw on the garage, of course, we did it a different way. This wall plane went straight up, and then we started our sheathing for our roof. We didn't have any of this out there. We applied all that later. It was kind of a pain, but we made it work. But in our opinion, this way is much stronger, and it's easier to get this a lot straighter. So like I said, all kind of ways to do this. Monopoly frame it. You could even monopoly frame it and then over roof it, right? Have the rafters on top. If you had like an exterior insulation, that'd be pretty cool detail. Seen that. And also, one of our buddies in Tennessee, WKD Construction, he got some liquid flash by Huber, and he liquid flashed all of this right here. But we're actually going to do a hybrid method. We have plenty of zip tape and we have plenty of Lexel. So we're going to zip tape this joint right here, and then we're going to Lexel around all the rafter tails. So I got this piece cut to length. I'm just letting the building tell me how long to make it. And I'm going to kind of pre-fold it. Oh. Pre-fold a little bit. Get it up in there like that. And it's stuck. Get my squeegee. Nice. Now we Lexel around the rafter tail. All air sealed, bugs. Oh, shouldn't have gone on that side. Get some Lexel on the fingers, that's all right.
What are we doing right now, Dad? We're rolling
The
tape.
The
Yeah.
tape. That is awesome. Woo!
Man,
Got a roof. Oh, ladybug. Oh.
good luck. Hey, bless on the roof. Woo! Land on that. Alright guys, we are all air and bug sealed underneath our soffit area. And then Rad has been going absolutely crazy up here on the roof, taping. And he's pretty scarred from the garage where we taped and liquid flashed, and for like weeks, water was still getting through. Definitely wasn't Zip's fault, definitely our fault. It's so Rad. You see all these little squares. Rad went around where all the nails were set too deep, and he just patched every single one that he saw.
This row is brutal.
And the whole time he's like, I don't want leaks, I don't want leaks. This guy really doesn't want leaks. Thanks, Rad.
No leaks, man.
Cool, man.
Make a sticker.
You ready to come down?
Yeah. Gonna get my water.
Okay. All right, guys, almost 5 o'clock here. Rad is doing the last detail up there on our soffit, which he's just putting Lexel. Our soffit is actually tight enough. Our sheathing is actually tight enough against our building to where we can just do entire Lexel treatment and not have to zip tape it, which is great. And this is gonna take him about 5 minutes. It's coming
Maybe
down.
less?
What's up?
Said maybe less.
Maybe less.
Guys, we got a ton of work done in this video, and the front 3 gables are looking more and more like that rendering we did like 2 years ago. It is really exciting for us on the Stud Pack team to see the house finally taking shape.
It was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, time is flying by, and so is the build on the house. Now, we only have Rad for a couple more days before he goes on his 3-week trip overseas to Europe with his dad and his family. So we're gonna see if we can get that other side done while he's here, so I don't have to go up there and Jordan doesn't have to go up there. So if you enjoyed the video, we really hope you did. It was a fun one to make. Put some Sienna zip on your like button, then tape it, smash it. Please subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber already. Leave us one of your awesome comments. Check us out on our second Stud Pack. Check us out on our second channel on YouTube, Stud Pack 2. Also over on Insta at Stud Pack Official. Merch always at bunkerbranding.com. Guys, thanks for all the support. We'll see you right back here on our very next video.